Good morning. Today is Friday, November 15th. I'm Jordan Joe, Chair of the Governance Committee. I'd like to call that meeting to order. In attendance is myself and Christopher, as well as APA staff. I'd like to call for a motion to accept the minutes from the March 28th, 2024 meeting.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Moving on to new business. Confidential board evaluation forms have been provided to board members, and those need to be completed and returned as soon as possible. I will turn it over to Sean to review the attainment of our performance.
Right. So this is a routine item for us, and not much has changed on this, but I suggest that we look through it and make sure that we don't want to change or add anything. We did propose a few new goals for 2025. So if you would like to review those. If we agree that this is all fine and good, then we will stick with it.
I went through them all. How about outward facing goals?
As far as
being involved in other projects, whether it's public art, whether it's whatever
Right.
organizations are doing, to be, just a goal of being more outward focused.
Sure, and I think one of our new goals, which is to better establish and promote the authority's investments and community investments, kind of fits into that. But if we want to expand on it, we certainly can. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, I would change that.
Yeah.
I would just add some language to that to make it clear that we are still
Sure.
doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
what I would recommend, Madam Chair.
Agreed.
Perfect.
Other than that, it's fine. Good.
Yeah, it's all still very good.
I don't have any other questions.
Can you just flesh out for me the first goal that the requesters had to come back when we going to planning?
Sure, so we don't really have we've never really had a strategic plan moving forward, so we just want to kind of have a better grip of what the EPA's future is going to be. So within the next, I don't know, I want to say like 6-7 months or so, we're going to be developing that and give you a better idea of what that's going to look like. We're not 100% sure what it's going to look like yet either, because we haven't had like the full brainstorm of what it's going to be, but that's kind of the crux of it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
With the strategic plan, a big part of this is like, we've never had like a centralized vision. We have all these goals and things, but we don't know what they're building towards. Or
Right.
we haven't ever put it on paper, what we're building towards, like what our vision is. We have our mission statement, which is our obligation, but like, it doesn't necessarily, the community investment, like who do we want to be? So that's really the path we're taking, the strategic goal, and we're figuring that
It's
out.
just more of a detailed, idea of what our mission is, pretty much.
I'm a big fan of having a living strategic plan, 3-year, 5-year, whatever. That you're constantly bringing up every, I bring mine up every board meeting, but it doesn't have to be every board meeting, but a couple times a year to say, are we still on track with what we thought we were going to?
Yep.
And stop and ask the question, yes, no, or do we need to change what we said we were going to do? You have to constantly, it's a way to constantly check where you think the direction of the organization is going.
Yeah, it's important.
You have, SWOT analysis, mission statement, strategic plan, kind of stuff. Then in that, you should be thinking about how the board's going to be involved in that.
Yes, so one thing, in addition to the strategic plan, is we don't do an annual report. And one thing that we've talked about is we'll do an annual report to show how the upcoming year we're meeting our strategic plan goals and things. And that'll be heavily influenced by your input on the budget spending, as well as like the goals that you're setting for us. But, the strategic plan, I think, the first draft Q1, under Q1 being Q2, and then feedback on what you guys think about what we have outlined and whatnot, and we can make amendments.
And we're making the annual report a little more, I don't know, fun looking if that's
Yeah.
possible.
Annual report out to the community.
Everything will be published, yeah.
Do we have specific guidelines from the state or as an authority of what we need to do?
I don't think so.
We just have an obligation to do it every year.
Yeah.
Yep.
One thought. Your strategic plan, and then when you release your budget narrative is actual, your business plan for the year that ties to the strategic plan. And then whatever you're putting out as your annual report, the success of the things that you've hit in your business plan.
Mhm.
Right?
Hopefully, that's
Yeah, well,
the goal.
that's, yeah, that way it's constantly fluid, right?
Mhm.
Constantly checking. And,
Right.
good, excellent.
Do we need to move and accept the proposed, or we just do that at the?
You can recommend it to the board,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright.
I was, want me to make that motion?
Sure.
Want to recommend, adopting the, results of the performance goals, as well as the addition of the new goals for next year with the addition of, language on the second proposed new goal to speak more to, be more specific about public investment or community investment.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. On to the review of committee assignments for rotation.
So currently we've got a list of what they are now. And, not sure if we need to make any changes to this, or I don't know if it matters if Chris would remain the audit committee chair. Like, I don't know if it matters what.
Not legally, I mean, the issue would be if we take Chris off one of the committees, then we only have 4 members currently, so all the other committees would just be the same.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah.
And I don't think that was really the goal of the committees.
No, but I would make my 2 cents is, Jen should be a chair of the committee. I think you could switch her out with, I mean, I don't know how we do this, but I would recommend switching her out and let her be chair of the audit committee,
Okay.
since
Mhm.
I'm ex officio right on all committees. And chair of the board, she needs to,
Sure.
I don't know, that's my.
I agree.
Okay.
And that's all something that they would vote on that in our.
Yeah, so this is another recommendation of the board, and then we'll do that at the board.
We need to move this out of committee.
Yeah, just recommend the change of Jen as the audit committee chair, and keeping the rest of the members of that committee the same.
And I'll move that.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good.
Any old business?
None, ma'am.
Anything for executive?
I do not.
Ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. All in favor? Aye.